So it seemed like you guys really enjoyed the NCAA video that I posted the other day, or playing with college baseball teams the other day in MLB The Show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave an image to it and a link to it in the top corner. Go and give it a watch if you did miss it. So also, there were people asking if I could post the teams or the uniforms in the vault, and I can't do that. It's just not something that MLB The Show allows, where you can post uniforms or teams into a vault. So what you're gonna have to do is you're actually gonna have to do like the creation thing yourself. You can download the rosters from the vault, where you go to the roster vault, type in NCAA, and just choose one of those rosters. But then you're gonna have to do some research to see which team is now which college and like what roster is which college. And then when you create a custom team, like here you can see if you hit R1, you can create a new custom team, and that's where you're gonna have to go in and like download a logo from the logo vault, and then you're gonna have to create the uniforms yourself. So it does take a little bit of work, it does take a little bit of effort on your part to make each team a college, but if that's something that you're looking to do, it's a lot of fun. It gets you a chance to get creative, and it's just something that you could do that's different from MLB The Show. Obviously, if you just wanted to use like a fictional roster, I think you can type in fictional roster on the roster vault, and there can be like a completely different roster there that you could use, where you could create your own college scenario. So there's a bunch of different avenues you could go down for you guys to really make this a lot of fun and enjoyable, and it's different than just the MLB scene that we've had for quite some time. So with that being said, if you do enjoy this video, what we're going to be doing is an NCAA rebuild. I'm going to try to create the best roster possible with all the top NCAA players. So if you do enjoy it, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content, and as always, get in the comment section and let me know other rebuild or NCAA videos or something like that that you would like to see. Also, if you haven't followed any of my social media, go and give them a follow. All the links to them are down in the description. There's my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. Go and give them a follow. And that's really about it, guys. We've plugged last video, we've talked about social media, and we're gonna hop into this NCAA rebuild. We're gonna go with the Cardinals just because that's where I live, and I feel like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with the Louisville Cardinals. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn on force trades, because I want to try to just be able to trade for whichever player I want. I know it kind of takes away from the whole rebuild aspect, but you can't really rebuild a college team in real life anyways, so let's just go with what we have. And I want to try to assemble the best team possible and see if we can win the College World Series. So there we go. Let's hop into it and let's see what we can do. So let's just not worry about who is on the team right now. The main person to worry about is that lefty right there, Reed Detmers, one of the top pitching prospects in all of college baseball. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try to get a couple other the top college players and put them on the team. First player we're going to get is Emerson Hancock. I think I called him Ethan in the last video. One of the top players in college baseball, if not the top player in college baseball. Plays for the Georgia Bulldogs. We're going to add him to the rotation. The next one's going to be Spencer Torkelson of Arizona State. Another one of those top players. First baseman. Looks to be insane, and there's a lot of hype around him, so let's add him to the team. Another one of those top players, Austin Martin of Vanderbilt, considered a middle infielder, possibly an outfielder as well. Apparently he's just really solid with the glove, and he's just one of those players that can kind of play anywhere. It looks like he may end up being a shortstop, but for now he's going to play center field, and we're going to add him to the squad. Next one's going to be Garrett Mitchell of UCLA. Again, another one of those top players. Looks unbelievable, and let's throw him in there. We're going to go for Asa Lacy from the Aggies of Texas A&M. Obviously, another one of those highly, rated top prospects. So let's go after him. The other two guys we have are Bobby Miller and Luke Smith. If you don't know Luke Smith, you can look him up. He's got a little bit of a mouth on him, so maybe I'll put the clip in the video. But if you got to look him up, look up Luke Smith of Louisville. You'll know who I'm talking about. All right, the next one is Casey Martin, another shortstop with the last name Martin. But again, apparently he's just like a freak hitter. I think I actually have it pulled up. He hit 345 as a freshman. Pretty impressive. So we're gonna add him to the squad, and let's see how that goes. All right, we're gonna go for Heston Kjerstad. Again, another one of those top hitting players in baseball. Apparently there were some questions about the glove, but it looks like he's definitely improved. So we're gonna go with that. Heston Kjerstad of Arkansas. We're gonna bring him in, play outfield for us. So I'm gonna get this lineup set. I think that's gonna be enough trades. I feel like we have enough top players in the college. Yep, that's good English, right? I think we have enough top players in the NCAA on this roster. Now let's see what we can do with them. So after all those changes that we made, our starting rotation looks absolutely insane. You know, Hancock, Lacey, we got Bobby Miller, Luke Smith. Bullpen, we're not going to look at that. We're going to hope the starting pitching carries the squad. And then obviously with the changes here, this is not the lineup that I was going to rock with in terms of like players in that spot, that hitting order. But we're going to rock like something like this. The top half of our lineup looks insane. Austin Martin, Garrett Mitchell, Heston Kjerstad, Spencer Torkelson, Casey Martin. Looks solid, right? You look at this team and you're like, hey, you're going to win some games. You're definitely going to win some games. So hopefully that's actually what's going to happen. Obviously, like I said, I want to switch some of these things up, get some of these better hitters higher in the lineup. But that's kind of what we're working with. I like the team a lot. Obviously, we're going to be first in baseball, which makes sense because we're the best team in college baseball. So let's just sim the season, see how it plays out, see how some of these top players perform. I'll see you guys at the end of it. All right, we're in September. I'm assuming we're going to make the postseason. And obviously, this is a little bit different because college season isn't 162 games. But based on the fact that we won 100 games, I'm assuming we were going to make the postseason. So 102 and 60, won the division, taking on the winner of the wild card. And after my first couple rebuilds, we all know that I can't win a World Series anymore. So that means I'm going to get knocked out by the wild card team. So let's kind of take a look at the standings and see how everything looked. So we won the division. Miami came in second. You have Virginia, Florida State, and then North Carolina. The Gators won their division with, I think this is LSU, Georgia, Texas A&M, and then Vandy in last place. Okay, and then let's see what else we got. We got the other Tigers. Who else was the Tigers on this list? Auburn. So one of these is Auburn and one of these is LSU. We're gonna have to take a look and see which one is which. But then we got LSU. We got the Bulldogs again. There was two Bulldogs. We might be in some trouble. The Tide. We got the Rebel. So Alabama. The Rebels was Ole Miss and Arkansas. And then you guys can see the wild card. And then you got Indiana, Michigan, Coastal Carolina, Rice, and then Cal State Fullerton. And then you had the Bears, which was Baylor. You have Texas. You have Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and TCU. So those are all the teams. And then USC, Arizona State, UCLA, Oregon State, and Stanford. So those were all the teams. I guess I do need to check which Tigers was the Tigers. So which one played with the... I forgot already. With which one played with what? Florida? Let's go look at that. So we had the Tigers that was with Florida and the Tigers that was with Georgia. So let's see which one had Florida in there. So it's Auburn, and then LSU was the other one. So that clears that up for sure. I mean, I was covering the little logo in the corner, but I'm gonna clean it up for you. So let's or I'll clear it up for you, I should say. Our bullpen, actually, it was okay, but those clearly weren't the top players that we were watching for. We were definitely looking at, Reed Detmers, who 3.37 ERA, a 1.4 WHIP, a 1.14 WHIP. So yeah, the wins and losses was pretty bad, but you know what? That's still a really good season. Emerson had a great year as well. Though don't worry about where he was born because that's not correct. But the WHIP at 1.2, a 3 ERA, pretty good seasons from your 1 and 2 in the lineup. Then you got Lacey, who's just unbelievable, very low WHIP, really good ERA, outstanding with a 2-1 with 21 wins and 4 losses. Bobby Miller had himself a pretty good year as well. And then like all five starters, outstanding. Let's take a look at our lineup and the bench. Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointed in the bench. And then when you look at the team, Austin Martin, maybe you call him more of an Aston Martin with how fine he played. Great OPS, crazy average on base percentage. That's just a good year. That's a good year. Garrett Mitchell, outstanding. Another 300 average hitter with about 20 home runs. Killed it. Heston Kjerstad, again, almost 300 average and 910 OPS, 33 home runs, 37 doubles. Absolutely insane. Spencer Torkelson, 41 doubles, 33 home runs, 37 stolen bases. Mind blown for sure. We got Casey Martin, who the average isn't there, but 42 doubles, 24 home runs, and 23 stolen bases. That's a very good year. So even though the average OPS and stuff aren't there, that's still like outstanding. Those are good numbers to have. Ben Metzinger was okay, nothing special. Henry Davis actually had quite a good year. Definitely a really solid season. Justin Levy, and then Alex Bineless or Bineless or however you pronounce it. Sorry that I don't know it. And I'm sorry I butchered your name, but that's just how it be sometimes. So we're going to take a look at league leaders. You guys can see we had quite a few indeed. You guys can see the different logos. Some teams don't have logos for some reason. But you guys can see the hits leaders, the at-bats leaders and all that stuff. The doubles leaders, blah blah blah, all the league leaders. You guys can kind of see who they are, who, you know, which one of our players were up there. Someone hit 41 home runs and 43 home runs. Jake Lewis plays for Texas Tech because he's the Raiders. I'm not too sure why some of these guys, the uniforms and the logos didn't pop up right. I mean, that's strange. But we're gonna keep going forward with it. We're gonna see how some of the pitchers did. We had some of the top pitchers in baseball, it looks like. I guess we'll just focus on ours since that's what we're mostly interested in. 4 losses for Lacey, outstanding. Saves, 46. Okay, so we were in the top for a lot of these. ERAs there, home runs allowed, shutouts. Yeah, so it looks like we just had some of the top players hands down. Awards, Silver Slugger was for Austin Martin, MVP for Spencer Torkelson, and then Rookie of the Year for Lacey, which, I mean, okay. Hank Aaron Award, a Gold Glove, and the Cy Young. So we'll just focus on our awards. Torkelson, obviously, MVP. You got Lacey, who won Cy Young. Martin was the batting title. We didn't get the Reliever of the Year, which is a little tough, but that's all right. One award that we didn't win. I'm not going to freak out about it. I feel like overall the team was unbelievable. To think that we had like our top 4 hitters, all of them were like 2 or 3 points away from 300. That's insane. On top of that, 20 plus home runs for all of them. Just outstanding, phenomenal. Our pitchers did really well. Talk about a team that should win a College World Series, huh? So let's take on Mississippi State, see how things go. And we actually won. I was gonna say we're about to get absolutely eliminated there. It's just how the cards were all laying, how we were about to just lose. You know, the stars were aligning that you're about to get knocked out by the wild card team. That's just how it's meant to be sometimes. So let's take on Florida now, see how things go. And we're advancing. We're going to the College World Series to take on Baylor University. We got Reed versus Paul Dickens, and we take a loss. Emerson, I need you to get us back on track against Hayden Kettler. There we go. We get that win. Lacey versus Rigney. I'm sorry, what? And now we're facing, we're facing the, elimination or not winning the World Series, which what's going on here? Why is this taking so quick manage? All right, let's just hop into it. All right, since it is the elimination game, I decided to bring in Reed Detmers, see if we could, get our best foot forward on the pitching front at least. And maybe if I could speak proper English throughout this whole rebuild, it probably would have been a little bit better. I don't know what it is. My mouth's dry. I'm just rambling. Maybe I'm not too sure what to say, but we're going to keep it going. Our pitcher, Reed, is hitting the ball. Gets us on the board 1-0. Helping himself out. Gotta love it. And now we're in a little bit of a pickle. Tie ball game. Not the greatest. Man. Allergies, man. It's killing me. My mouth is so dry. Let's keep going. Maybe I just need to take a drink every time we got runners in scoring position, because we're gonna start scoring runs now. There we go. We're up 5-1. Perfect. Let's hope Reed continues to pitch well. Hambleton Oliver. Is that even a real player? I gotta look it up right now because that is quite the name. Hambleton Oliver. It is. He does. What a name, man. Hambleton Oliver. What a name. What a name. Talk about a unique name for sure. That is okay. I mean, I'm not even hating on it. It's just an interesting name. Caught me off guard. Wasn't expecting that at all. So here we go. We're still doing really well. Reed is pitching a gem. Stamina's still like extremely high, and we're up 7-1. And it looks like he might just go the complete game, which is, I'll take it. Saves the bullpen, and we're holding on. We're still not eliminated just yet. We still need to win 2 games, so let's see if we can do it. Hopping into this one. For some reason, it takes a couple times to actually load in. Not too sure about that one. And here we go. Let's go. Let's go Lacey. We need our best foot forward 100%. And let's get this win. Let's keep it going. And let's win this College World Series. That would be insane to do it year one. And can we score some runs, please? Bases were loaded. We couldn't take advantage of that. That's tough. I mean, talk about a pitching duel. Only 3 hits throughout the entire game, entering the bottom of the 5th. We got to do something here. Bases loaded jam, and he gets out of it. Talk about clutch. So 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Bases are loaded now. At least 1 run was brought in. That was big right there. Definitely needed that. Double play gets him out of the inning. And Spencer Torkelson, your MVP, goes deep. Gives us a 3-0 lead. And then Casey Martin makes it 5-0. And I feel like that's kind of the nail in the coffin. The end right there. As I say that, it's getting a little interesting because we allow a home run. We're going to bring in Kirian, and he shuts the door. We get the win. We're going to Game 7. And who do we have on the mound? Emerson Hancock, top prospect in all of baseball right now, or college baseball, I should say. And what we're gonna do is, let's just, I don't know where would we go if this was a minor league college World Series-esque type situation. Give me some flamboyant stadium to make it kind of cool. Yeah, well, sure, we'll go here. And then we're gonna have Emerson on the mound, and let's hop into it. And hopefully we get the win. We got 1st and 3rd. Okay, so far so good. Let's keep it going. Can we get this win? Can we hold on or extend it? Garrett Mitchell goes deep, makes it 4-0. Emerson's pitching well. Okay, there's a run. That's a little bit of a disappointing sequence of events, to say the least. Now it's a 4-3 ball game. We need to score. We need to extend our lead. It's just a little too close for my liking. And it looks like the bats are kind of going a little quiet. So next base runner, I'm going to take out Hancock, or maybe just take him out right now, since, you know, he got us through 7 innings and we've had a pretty good situation. I'm going to try to take the sac fly because we need the run. There we go. A little bit of a cushion, and I'll take it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him out. We're going to go... Ooh, who do we go here? Do we try to sneak in Reed Detmers? You think that's a good situation to do it? I didn't mean to do that, and I may have just really ruined us. I really just ruined us. I meant to hit change pitcher, and that just came back to bite me so much. And the thing is, I couldn't even change pitcher because it was only 2 batters that he faced, and now we're in so much trouble because it didn't move all the way down to change pitcher. Talk about a super disappointing sequence of events right here, right? We're in a good spot. Talk about a good sequence of events. Talk about some good luck. Talk about some, like, someone's watching over me. Someone's like, hey, I got you, homie. We're getting those runs back. Things are looking pretty good. And holy cow, I am so happy right now. Unless we go and give this away. Who do we go here? Do we go Elliott? And hopefully he just shuts the door. Tie ball game. Sack fly. Get us the outs. We need to come back now. Maybe I spoke too soon. A ground out. A ground out. And a ground out. Heartbreak. 10-9. Oh, man. What? Talk about unlucky. Like, that was my fault. I brought in Reed Detmers thinking, you know what? He's going to come in. He's going to hold the door. And I probably should have just went with, like, our setup guy or someone different. A lot of you guys have been trying to tell me, yo, why don't you use your starters in playoff situations? And I thought I'd give it a shot, see how it goes. It didn't go well. And then obviously we brought in our closer. Things got a little sketchy. And it was just a whole mess. It just kind of backfired a little bit, and it just didn't play out the way I would have hoped. But unfortunately, that's how it's gonna end, guys. I wanted to just do one season on this, like, NCAA rebuild, just because I felt like A lot of you guys may not know a lot of the names unless they're a top player to begin with. So I felt like let's just get some of the top players and see if the top team in baseball or college baseball would be able to win a World Series. And we came one game short and just a couple runs short, to be honest. And that's a tough one in a game 7 situation. But I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And as always, guys, get in the comment section, let me know future videos you would like to see. That's about it, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I'm gonna leave 2 videos on screen now. If you haven't seen either of them, go and give them a watch. And as always, all social media links are gonna be down in the description. Go and give them a follow if you haven't yet. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.